YouTube, what's good with y'all? It's your man Gip, back with another video. Appreciate y'all for tapping back in. What is you doing, man? Look at him, he can't even see, he can't hear too well. My little guy's getting old, y'all. Young Charlie Rat. What's up, Rat? What's happening, man? How you get out? Yeah, YouTube, back tapping in with you guys. I know it's been a minute since your boy been on the tube vlogging with you guys, but just been at the home, still relaxing ever since I had made it back in from my over-the-road journeys across the USA, and was tripping off the positive and a lot of negative feedback that I was getting from that last vlog I dropped on you guys, man. When that dang on DOT officer had your boy jammed up on the side of the road in Flagstaff. But I'm at the pad. Also, to touch on that too, man, I didn't touch on it in my video because I'm not gonna lie, I was really kind of super embarrassed about, you know, the reason why the cop initially even stopped me. There you go, Black Dog, by the way, too. Wifey had been telling me for a long time, why don't you back this thing up in the driveway? Because normally before that I would just park out on the street here, but I've been shut down and at home for so long, I just got tired of watching the cars fly up the street out here and run the risk of tearing up another fender. Y'all know I got that fender phobia from when that pole struck me. But now I got the dog backed up into the driveway. Nice and safe, guys. Super dusty, super dirty, but at least the dog is on the safe side of the fence, feel me? But yeah, as far as that situation coming through Flagstaff, coming home when I got put out of service by that DOT officer, I had intentionally left out the reason why he had initially stopped me, man. And basically, he pulled me over for speeding, guys. That's right, I got pulled over for speeding. Now, the normal, let me give you guys a story, a little quick story time chat with y'all for a minute. Oh yeah, if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, like, comment, show your boys some thumbs up love. But I'm heading back towards California. Picked up that load in Edgerton, Kansas, I believe. Had just did my 10-hour reset right there in Gallup, New Mexico. Woke up early, got my fuel, striking out westbound lanes on the Interstate 40. I like to come back here and walk my laps, man, and just enjoy this peace and tranquility that my backyard gives me, man. So you can see we pretty much created our own little oasis. But heading west on I-40, just fueled up, super rest up. Got a bad habit, as I showed you guys in my video, from forgetting to log on to my ELD. All these newer trucks have them. You know, you plug in your ELD, basically your log book, for those of you that don't know. I always forgetting to log in to my ELD. I know I was coming up on a certain part of the Interstate 40 where they had that real bad accident a few weeks ago, and quite a lot of people had lost their lives out there on the highway. So on Interstate 40 coming through Arizona, the speed limit is 75 miles per hour, guys. I don't normally go that fast anyway, unless I'm just getting hammered down and it's wide open. For one, these long hood trucks, if you keep the pedal to the metal like that, in terms of fuel mileage, forget about it. I was coming up on a lot of cones, seen the guardrails all mangled up, so I just assumed that this must be the area where that bad accident had happened. Has seen the speed limit sign go to 65 miles per hour. Now I seen that one. So I don't never speed. I always obey all of the signs on the road, man. That's what I will do. Regardless of me forgetting to log in, which is more important, very important, you know, keeping your logbook intact. Because we all know when a DOT officer pulls you over, that's the first thing they're going to go to. Let me see your logbook. Even being in a new truck. When I get pulled over in the truck, I know it's really not nothing they're going to find. As far as tire tread depth, it's going to be really hard for them to find something wrong to put me out of service in terms of the condition of the truck. Both times I've been put out of service, it's only happened to me twice, and it was due to that freaking logbook. So, second time we making that trip through Flagstaff, Arizona. Stops me, tell me I was speeding. Y'all seen the video, he come up on me, real bad attitude. You know how fast you were going? I said speed limit says 65, so I was doing 64. Long story short, the speed limit went from 65 to 55 to 45. So yeah, your boy was doing 64 in a 45 miles per hour zone. Now mind you, I got a speeding ticket coming off the top for that. Speeding ticket coming for that alone. Didn't get put out of service for my logbook. So it was one thing to have to go sit at that Love's truck stop there off Interstate 40. But the whole time in my mind, I'm super heavy-headed the whole time until I had my court date as far as what I'm going to do about this speeding ticket. Do you just go ahead and pay the $250 fine? And then you're going to have those points tacked onto your license. And then when it comes time for insurance renewal, just expect a, what, 10 to 20% increase in your premium, man. So that was heavy on my mind too, guys. So you know what? As I was getting close, I said, damn, how do you know how I'm gonna go work this out and go to court in Arizona for a speeding ticket? Reached out to the clerk of that particular court. Young lady was very nice. Went back and forth with her through some emails. She had let me know that I could basically attend the court hearing via Zoom. So fast forward to about a few days ago, went on, put on a nice button-up shirt, put my tie on, made sure I shaved, got myself cleaned up, because you know a lot of times people just judge you by the way you look, man. So it is what it is. That's a whole nother story. So we went on and proceeded with the conference over Zoom. The state trooper was present, the judge was present, and your boy provider was present, man. So showed up trying to look as presentable as I can, like I said, with a button-up shirt and a tie on. And the officer was there, super stern face. I mean, this dude looked like something fresh out of the Marine Corps. Put it that way, man. Super stern face. Now I was hoping that we would just keep the court hearing revolving around the speeding ticket. I was hoping he didn't bring up too much information, given the judge, you know, through his lens about the ELD situation and him putting me out of the service, which he did touch on it briefly, but he didn't really get too in depth about it, because I guess that's not what we was there for that morning as far as the court hearing. He said what he had to say, using all his lingo, verbiage, talking to the judge. When it was my turn to talk to that judge, oh my goodness, guys. You would think Johnny Cochran was reincarnated through your boy, man, no cap. I mean, I went in, man. I went in. Normally, I'm really a quiet person. I don't want to say introverted like that, but I pretty much stay to myself. And for many different reasons, so much betrayal and backstabbing in the world. Got to be real careful in terms of who you call your partner these days, man. So stay to myself pretty much, guys. But when it's time to talk, it's time to talk. What's up, boo? What's going on? Just telling them the story about my original reason why I got stopped in Arizona when I got put out of service, but I left out how I got that speeding ticket because I was really ashamed. Is everything okay, my dear? You know, we're also working on my anger issue, guys. I've been taking an anger management class. I'm trying to learn different coping strategies. As I was just telling you guys, I pretty much stay introverted and keep a lot of stuff bottled in. But then when I blow my top, man, you'd think Kilauea's in me. So yeah, when it was time for me to talk, man, I went in, man. I let the judge have it, guys. I told the judge, you know, everything that the cop said is true, Your Honor. I'm not denying that I was going that speed. I was merely not paying attention to the signs. I should have been paying more attention. I mean, I went in, guys. I told him, I said, there's no way in the world that a person would just intentionally go 20 miles per hour faster and speed past a DOT officer intentionally, man. Let's go ahead and cop a squat on the dog. Finish rapping with y'all. Yeah, so I told the judge, like, you know, wouldn't intentionally speed, Your Honor. Willing to pay the $250, willing to do some community service, whatever it takes. I'm just looking for any alternative that you can give me to not have this moving violation on my driving record. I didn't get into I'm an owner operator or none of that, you know what I mean? I was just simply like, man, I can't lose my job. The insurance is going to go up. These people is going to fire me. I got to take care of my family. On and on and on. I touched on my job. I touched on my family. I touched on insurance. I was basically throwing out different alternatives that I'm willing to do. Anything to avoid this moving violation, man. So by the time I got through talking, guys, which that had to last all of 5 to 10 minutes, I'm looking at the cop. He's sitting there, super stern face. You know what I mean? Looking like your favorite Marine, something off of SEAL Team 6. The judge was looking, I don't want to say strange, but his mouth was kind of open, and he looked and he's like, wow, man. His exact words, he said, man, that's compelling, man. He said, I really want to commend you. You didn't come on here trying to deceive the court. You didn't come on here trying to contest the fact that the radar gun that he clocked me doing 64 miles per hour in that area was not calibrated properly. You know, all the normal stuff that you would think a person would normally use to try to contest the ticket. I didn't deny it. Yeah, I was going 64, but I made a mistake, man. Now, mind you, before I had the court hearing, in Arizona, this is a gem for you guys that don't know. When you're traveling through Arizona, man, make sure you go the speed limit, guys. If you are hammered down and speeding and going a little bit faster, do not go 20 miles per hour above the speed limit, or is it 15? Well, the only way you're gonna go 20 miles per hour over the normal speed limit, you'll be damn near doing 100. Because going through those highways, 10 or 40, the speed limit is 75. So you would have to be going 95 to get this type of ticket. Or if you were in a speed limit zone like I was, that called for me to be going 45 and I was going 65. Basically what I'm getting at is any speed in a speed limit zone in Arizona and you're traveling 20 miles per hour over that posted speed limit, they got, man, something out there. It's a felony. You get a felony. They'll literally charge you with a felony. They call it criminal speeding, man. So I was traveling, what was it? 15 miles per hour, 14 or 15 miles per hour past the posted speed limit. So when you're not going that 20 miles per hour faster than what's posted, then it drops down to a civil speeding and you just get the $250 fine. You get the points assessed to your license. And like I said, if you're an owner or operator, man, you can forget about it when it comes time for your insurance renewal. So the judge, you know, he heard me out. He's like, wow, man. He said, man, you got a lot of different requests there. And to keep it real with you, I do not know what we can actually do for you for the simple fact of that you're just charged with the civil. It's a civil. I was already at the lowest level of a speeding ticket you can get. You're either going to get the felony, criminal speeding, going extremely too fast, or if you're under that 20 miles per hour speed range that you're driving, it's just a civil penalty. So he said, man, it's not really nothing that I can do for you as bad as I want to. He was like, you know, I could lower the fine. He said, but you've already expressed interest in paying the $250 in the community service, and really I can't accept any of those terms. He said, I just got through dealing with another case like that. This was the worst, that I wish I was recording the screen when this happened, man, because this was really a blessing from the man upstairs, man. The judge told me, man, this don't never happen, guys. This judge told me that hate that, man. This is a bad spot right here for the dog, man. Backed up in this thing, and those wires that's up there, and them birds just come and turn this thing into a straight toilet, man. So yeah, he tells me, let me sleep on this. Let me give it some thought. Let me see what I can do, and I will reach back out to you tomorrow. I'm gonna have my clerk send you an email on my final decision. So I'm sitting there like, wow, man, like how much thought goes into deciding what you're gonna do as far as a speeding ticket, man. Ran it by my wife and told her what he had said, and she was like, hell, the only thing he could possibly do if you're already at the lowest level of ticket that you can get is dismiss the case. So not in a million years that I think the case was gonna be dismissed, man. Long story short, woke up the next morning, twiddling my thumbs, around here fooling around, going on about my day, taking care of my business. Boom, I get the email from the clerk, man. The judge dismissed the case. No violation, no fine, no nothing, man. So I just basically wanted to share this with you guys, just to basically let you know, like, man, whenever you have any fight in you, or even if you know you've done wrong, just exhaust all your channels to resolving something, man. Don't never give up. You know what I mean? I could have just went on and paid the $250 and just, you know, had the type of attitude like, oh well, I'll deal with it, I'll deal with the insurance when it's time to deal with that. And that's the wrong attitude to have, because with these Class 8 trucks and insurance premiums, especially living here in California, man, it's ridiculous, man. I'm already paying like $1,600 a month for insurance, and the market is horrible right now. So, I mean, I'll touch on that in another chat, a little story time with you guys, man. I figured instead of always just showing me out over the road and doing some real stump down trucking and picking up loads, I got to start picking up the vlog and just showing you guys what's going on in my daily life, living here in Los Angeles, things that we do outside of trucking, different other areas of business that we involved in outside of trucking, because right now the way the market is, the trucking industry, man, you had to have another source of income, man, period, point blank. You know what I mean? The rates is nothing. We dealing with these terrorists. As I'm making this video today, I think either it was yesterday or this morning, Trump then already negotiated some type of deal with China. So hopefully these ports will open up. I'm like, the ports is literally this way, maybe a 30-minute ride, man, to the USA's largest and most frequently visited and heaviest trafficking ships coming in. So and it directly, even if you're not pulling containers, man, it does directly affect all the freight. So we'll get into that maybe on the next video. I just want to drop that gem on you guys, man, to basically, you know, if you get these tickets, man, fight it all the way to the door, man. I really came that close to just sending the $250, but I said, you know what, man, let me contact the court like I did, put on a button up, put on my nutty professor tie, man, and my squares on, and got in front of that judge, man, and let him have it. Obviously I touched his heart. He believed me, man, and just so thankful for that, man. But anyhow, I'm gonna bring this one to an end. It's been real hanging out with you guys, man, but that was the initial reason why I had got pulled over. Like I said, all I did was share with you guys to being put out of service, and y'all was on my head about it, but it is what it is, man. I love to embrace the haters too, because my thing is this. Let me touch on that also real quick before I get off this vlog. That don't bother me, man. I like to communicate, and I'll go back and forth with you guys through the comments. But one thing you got to realize, man, I'd rather have the haters watching me than the people that's showing the real love. You know why? Because the haters, man, they're going to be looking for you to drop something, because they're going to be eager to get in my comments and say all this foolishness, you know, trying to ruffle my feathers, but one thing you got to understand, man, the algorithm can't differentiate whether you a hater or showing some love. A dislike or a like is still interaction with me, man. So I'm just saying that to say, man, I appreciate y'all too, for real. I never really understood it. Why you hear a lot of people say, man, I love the haters, I appreciate you guys. And now I really understand why they say it. The algorithm does not know whether or not you there showing hate or love. All it sees is a view from you, hater, a comment from you, and a like or a dislike. And it is what it is, man. I'm about to get back here and do me a quick little workout. And yeah, back on the vlog, man. Got a lot of other stuff recorded. I got to just go ahead and edit it and share it with you guys on what I've actually been doing since I haven't been in the dog. And I will tap back in with you guys on the next video, man. Be sure to subscribe, like, comment, show your boys some thumbs up love. And I'll see y'all on the next one, man. I'm out.